This is one of the new sets of stickers that I've got for my shop. They are coffee themed and they come in a cute little box. I love all these. Look, you even got ones with little cakey bits and coffee machines and coffee plants. I like to have things like this in journals. I think they're really useful because a lot of what we do as crafters and creators involves a nice cup of tea or a nice cup of coffee, so I think it's great to be able to sit these on your pages alongside. You can go alongside anything, so if you're doing a page about your knitting or whatever, you can have a coffee sitting beside it, and when the world returns to some normality, maybe we'll get out for coffee again. Oh, that looks like caramel shortbread, which is one of my favourites. So I thought they'd be good, and these are some iced coffees, which would be nice for summer pictures. So that's the set going in my shop. Haven't got around to photographing them yet, so they're not in the shop at the time of filming the video. Maybe by the time you see the video they'll be there. I'm not entirely sure, so if you'd like some, just keep checking back. So that is the coffee set. I honestly can't remember if I showed these in the last video or not, but I've got some new stickers as well on the sheets. So this pack comes with 3 sheets of stickers. We've got roses and leaves and foliage, and they're on that lovely washy background, so it's not like shiny or white, it's just a papery background, and they peel off. They are lovely. So that's a pack of 3. I also have these packs which are just full of like hygge stickers, really cosy scenes. I'm going to keep a pack for myself of these, and I can't wait to add these to my journal. Such nice pictures in there. I think I may have shown some of these last time, so I'm sorry if I've shown you already. So they are both in my shop already, and I've also had some new washi tapes in this week that are adorable. Look, it matches the fabric. It's been really hard to get photographs of the metallic tapes, so I can show you them much better in the video actually. So there's that one, which is just, oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? And that's a really big roll. I think that's 10 meters, so that will last for ages. And I've also got lovely gold hearts as well, a large one as well. And how cute is this one? Little cups. Not only cups with cats. So that's really cute, and again a 10-meter roll, so those ones will last forever. These are perfect for wrapping gifts. How cute would that look? And for adding to your journals and stuff as well. I've also got some, oh, I've got this one, really cool, look. Days of the week. So when you're doing your journaling or your tracker or your, what do you call it, a planner, you just tear off the day of the week and you can have them for your headers. Really cool. That's on a kind of pinky peachy background. It's not showing up quite as pinky, but that's beautiful. And again, I think that is a 10-meter roll, so that is really good. They are in my shop, and I've also got some more basic ones as well. Sometimes you don't want to use all your fancy washes, but you want some washi on your page. So I've got these really nice just blenders that really go on anything. They go with everything, and they are on smaller rolls, but I'm selling that as a set of 2 in my shop. Yeah, I get quite precious about things like my washes, so for like the fancy ones, they're not for every day in my book. I like to save them for special pages, and then I will fill my other pages up with the more plain ones. And I also have some beautiful rainbow washes. Now what I'm doing with these ones, I've got 3 sizes: a really skinny, a medium one, and a thicker one. So I'm doing these in sets of 5, and you'll receive a random set of 5 different colours and sizes. So you get a mixture of sizes and a mixture of colours, and you'll get 5 randoms. If you did want to order these and had specific colours in mind, just leave a note when you're ordering. But how fun are they? I love these skinny ones. They are, I think they're 3 millimeters. They're so skinny. I mean, there's a normal sized one. That's how skinny it is. They will look so cute on your pages. You can do all sorts of things with those as well. If you do things like grid lines or trackers, you could use your washi tape for the lines to save you having to draw it and stuff. So that's really cool. So yeah, they are all in my shop now. Keep checking my shop, because it's likely most weeks that I add 2 or 3 new items every week at the moment. I'm just sort of getting new fun stuff in, seeing what sells well, seeing what you guys like. So yeah, just keep checking back and you'll find new stuff is added all the time. This is a pile of fabric that I have cut up ready to make bags, and you can just see already how pretty these bags are going to be. Gorgeous fabrics in there. I've got some old favourites back again. This fabric is just so beautiful, and it goes so nice with this red faded stripe. That's going to be beautiful. And that one, that's the last of that one. I think there's maybe one fat quarter left in my shop. And then I love this gold dot. It goes with everything. I think I'm going to do a combination with that one, and I've also got this blue, which is a linen fabric, which I hadn't realised when I ordered it, but it will work just fine. Just holds the creases a bit more than the normal fabric, but you just expect that with linen anyway. And well, that one, this is a fabric that I used in my No More Winter Blues boxes. I think I've got some footage, or if not footage, then some photographs of what went in those boxes actually, and that's reminded me that I'm going to show you that this video, so I'll show you that soon. This is a fabric again that's in my Etsy shop, so if you like that one you can buy that by the fat quarter, half metre or full metre. So yeah, I'm just going to work on these over the next few days as well. I am currently working on the current mystery box, which is the C. I think I'm going to be ready for that to go out this week. Very exciting. I've also been in between sewing all the bags. I've been making some envelopes because I'm going to do some more journaling packs. Sometimes it is nice to have a break and do something else after you've sewn so many bags all the same. So I stopped one day and I did some envelopes, and I've also made the mini envelopes as well. So these go in the journaling packs. I think I'm going to do another set of the cosy themed journaling packs because it's still pretty chilly, and yeah, get those done maybe this week, we shall see. So again, keep an eye open in my Etsy shop and also my Instagram for any news of things going into my shop. Got this new monk's bench delivered this week and I absolutely love it. It's perfect. Goes so nicely. The only thing I would say is that I maybe should have got it painted in a slightly darker colour, because this is going to mark like mad. It's even got storage under the seat, so I'm really pleased with that. It was handmade locally, so yeah, I'm really happy with that. Yeah, I'm going to get a long cushion for it, make it a bit more comfortable, but it's just perfect and I absolutely love it. Really happy with that. I can now show you that corner of the kitchen, which you never get to see. I am planning on making a few changes to this end, including getting rid of the cupboards and repainting the wall, but it's all a work in progress. I'll get there slowly. And I got some nice flowers the other day. I've been buying myself some flowers this year. Oh goodness knows it brightens things up a bit, doesn't it? Until we can start picking them out of the garden, that is. And welcome to another little vlog from me. I'm Rachel, I'm Sorry Me, and I'm coming to you from Scotland, the east coast of Scotland in Fife. I don't always remember to give a little introduction at the start of my videos, so for anyone who's joined me just recently, that's me. You can find me usually on Instagram where I'm at Sorry Me, and I also have an Etsy shop which is Sorry Me UK, all one word. So I thought I would pop in a little vlog here. I seem to have lots to show you and lots to tell you today, so thought I'd get a video in. My bread machine is just fired up. If you can hear some noises, I don't know, sometimes it starts to go quite ferociously, but it's just decided to wake up. I spent the first hour getting to the right temperature, I think, to warm up the ingredients, and now it's started to do the mixing and the kneading. We are having a simple dinner tonight of homemade soup and homemade bread. Simple, but oh, it doesn't get much better than that, does it? It's been really cold this weekend. It has been frosty overnight as well. I haven't really been out in the garden at all this weekend. I haven't wanted to, it's been so cold. I did get out last weekend though. I did a little job. I have a bit of footage that I took. It was really fun. I did it on time lapse. So I'm going to pop that in here and you'll see what I did. I'm so pleased with the fence. I really, really love it, and I can't wait to see it in the summer when it's got all my beautiful flowers in front of it, because there's lots of purples and yellows and obviously all the green foliage, so I can't wait to see what that's going to be like. It's a really dark area in the summer because the trees in the woods mean that we don't really get the sun on that area much, so I think having it a lot lighter is going to make such a big difference in the summer, and it already makes a difference in terms of the rooms in the house. I could feel it in the kitchen and the dining room. You could just feel the light is really reflected, so I'm really pleased with that, and it actually wasn't too bad a job. I used a roller, which I would never have thought of doing. I did a quick sort of Google on tips for, sorry, it's just an Amazon delivery, but I think they're going over the road. Tips for painting the garden fence, and somebody was saying to use a roller, so I did it with a roller, and oh my goodness, so much easier than using a brush. So that was the first coat in the video. I did the second coat the following day, and that took no time at all. I used Koruclay Garden Shades in the colour called Muted Clay. The shed in the summer house are already painted in that colour as well. They definitely need a new fresh coat of paint. They look really grubby now. But that was a big job. I felt like a big job, and it's done, so that felt great to get that done. So yeah, I've just had a cosy weekend at home this weekend. Today's Sunday, it's the 7th of March. Yesterday I sat and knitted, and then I sewed, and then I crocheted. So it was kind of a really perfect day, lovely day. So I've got a few finishes to show you. So first of all, I finished my little dishcloth. You can just see the hearts. Oh look, that's quite good. And yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I made one mistake, which was here on the border here. I forgot to do the knits on the reverse row. You have to knit the first 3 or 4 stitches, and I forgot. I did it at both ends, so at least it was consistent. You can't, I mean, you're not really going to see it. So I'm really pleased I managed to do the hearts. I thought I was going to be way beyond my capabilities, but as I said last week in my vlog, I've just been sitting down in the morning, no other distractions, and just focusing on the pattern, and it's been such a nice way of just clearing my mind, because there really is no room for anything to creep into your thoughts when you are focusing on something like this. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. And I've got my previous month's one here, which was the January icicles. I don't want to use these, I just want to have them all like sitting waiting for the next one to come along, and the colours are all kind of really complementary. So that's the first 2 months, and I'm going to use this one for the next month. The colours, the yarns don't have colour names, just got a number. It's a nice kind of, oh, it's a lovely orangey colour, but it's kind of muted, so it's not in your face orange. It's looking a little more orange on the screen, but it's a lovely colour, lovely shade. These are Paint Box Yarns Cotton DK. I put out a plea to some of my friends saying if they had any cotton yarns they didn't want, could I have them? So all the yarns that I'm using are ones that were sent to me from both Cherie, Ollie and Bella, and Jules, who's So Sweet Violet. So thank you, friends. And it's really nice. So I'm going to have these, I'm working on these throughout the year, and then I'll be using them, and it's just kind of nice to know that the yarns came from my friends as well. So the next pattern is called, I can't remember what it's called. I did print it off and I haven't taken it out of the printer. It's a zigzag pattern, which for some reason, zigzag, zesty, orange. That was why my colour choice went to orange. I'm trying to choose colours that I'm drawn to. I didn't go for a typical pink for the hearts, you'll notice. I like to be different sometimes, and I didn't want to be, everybody did pink, and I like to be different sometimes, so I went for the purple, which was just called to me. So that'll be the next one. I haven't started it yet. I can't decide whether to go down a needle size again. I feel like my knitting is quite gapey, quite loose, so yeah, what do you think? Do you think I should go down again? I think I did, I don't know what size needles I used. These are 3.5. I think I used a 4 for that, and then I went down to 3.5. I think I might go down to 3. They're quite drapey and I would prefer it not to be. So I think I might go down to 3 next time. So yeah, that's my first finish. There's another one. Are you ready for it? Ready for it. Finished my huge shawl. Yay! I absolutely love it. Love the colours. It's so cosy. The day I finished it, I just wore it around the house. It was so warm, and then did I go for a walk? Went somewhere, went out or for a walk and wore it. Oh, it made me so happy. And I love the colours. Love, love, love. There's a little flecky bit, not flecky, but a fluffy bit there. There was actually a join in the yarn, so I maybe just need to, I don't know if I can hide those ends somehow. But I absolutely love it, and I think I got it to the same size that it is in the pattern, roughly. It was hard to tell because my circulars weren't obviously the length of the rows, which ended up being about my wingspan, but I could see from the picture of the person holding it up that there was overhang at this end and overhang at this end, so I just kind of used that as a rough guide, and yeah, I'll show you it on actually. So it's huge, humongous, but so cosy. Love the colours. I'm not going to get cold in this, and yeah, just love it. It's so nice, so warm. I've got lots more of this yarn left, and I keep saying that I'd love to make a jumper one day, so I am trying to figure out whether to make a jumper using this. It would be such a warm, thick jumper, which I think would be a good thing, and it would probably knit up quite quickly as well, but I've been saying that for years, so whether or not that'll happen or not, I don't know. But I've finished. Oh, it feels good to have things off the needles, doesn't it? And last video I showed you a couple of pairs of socks that I got off the needles as well. And normally what I do is cast off and then I cast on again straight away, and I haven't done that this time. I've tried to focus on getting some things finished. I think I've been watching a lot more vlogs, and like Sharon, I've been watching Sharon, who is SCR1TNO, I think I've got that right. And she works on things on a rotation through the week, and then there's been some weeks where she said she's just worked on like one thing to get it finished, and I know other people say that as well. I think that's just kind of motivated me to just do that, just work on this, get it off, get it finished. It's been lingering. This is taking me over a year, I think, to make, mainly because I haven't wanted to work on something so thick and heavy in the warmer weather. So it's taken a back seat, and I've only worked on it in the winter. And then obviously over Christmas I've got my like Advent socks to work on and stuff. So you know, it doesn't stress me out or anything like that, but I just wanted to get it finished so I could wear it. Haven't done any more work on my mittens yet. I feel like that it's not a big job, but I feel like it just takes me a little bit of thinking, and sometimes when you know you've got to think about something, you just put it off, even though the job itself isn't even that big. I've been laying this kind of just over the arm of the sofa, and it just looks so pretty, and it just kind of goes with everything in this room as well, but I love it. This is called the Colour Block Shawl, patterned by Sarah Knight, and it's on her blog, which is called Crafts from the Cwtch, that Welsh word, is it Cwtch? And it's also on Ravelry. It's a free pattern. She's also done a more masculine version in like greys and blacks and stuff, which also looks really good. But yeah, love doing that, just a simple knit. So that can go in my little whippy, no, not my whip, my finished pile. Look, everything just goes, love all those colours. So finished that, and then I thought, what am I going to work on now? And I dug out a project that I haven't worked on for a few months. It's in my, one of my favourite bags. This is made by me. Just love all the colours. Look at that, everything just goes. They go with all these colours. I obviously subliminally love all that tone of colour. It's got one of my pins on it as well. These are available in my Etsy shop. So yeah, dug this out. I started this before Christmas, and obviously it took a back seat over Christmas because I was doing my Christmas socks. These are the Wildflower and Honeycomb socks. I'm going to put my sock ruler in it just so you can see the pattern a bit better. I have knitted these up before. It's a really lovely pattern. I love kind of, oh my, can you hear the neighbour's music coming out of her car? I love a really repetitive pattern. So like the Hermione's Everyday Sock is one of my favourites. This is obviously not the same sort of repetitiveness, but the pattern is, you know, it's a repetitive pattern. And I love it. The yarn is called Strawberry Bonbon, and it's by Elderflower Stitches. It is beautiful, so lovely, so me. And I've just used I think it's Cascade Heritage on the toes, and I'm going to use that on the cuff as well. It's just a cream, but they are so beautiful, and the yarn is just, oh, it's lovely. Isn't it just so dreamy, so nice? Susie does such lovely yarns, and she loves pastels, so everything she does is right up my street. Got a beautiful little ice cream stitch marker there, which just goes with the socks. I can't actually remember if I've done the heel. I don't think I did do the heel for the pattern. I think the heel might be a So Sweet Violet heel pattern. I think it's a slip stitch heel, or the Godey heel but with a slip stitch texture on it. I haven't knitted on these for a while, so when I picked it up again, oh, it took me ages to think back to the to where I was, and it was like, why did I stop knitting? I'm just looking in my notebook to see if I've written down what heel I used, and I haven't, so that's not very helpful. Oh, I've just yawned, excuse me. I do keep notes in my project bag, my socks, especially with a pattern like this that has an 18 row pattern repeat. So I've just written it out, and I just tally. I've written it out really like super simple, and then I just tally which row I'm on, and it's a good job I did, because obviously I haven't picked these up in probably about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months. So yeah, I picked them back up, and I think my concentration on doing patterns, or my confidence in doing the patterns, is improving from doing the dishcloths, because this is not, it's not a massively complicated pattern, but you have to concentrate, and I seem to be finding it easier to concentrate on. And I think I even managed to do some while I was watching podcasts at the same time. Maybe I'm getting too cocky and ahead of myself, but yeah, I think just doing the dishcloths is a really good way to improve your confidence. And yeah, I'm learning stuff, and I'm learning that I can do fancy patterns, so yeah, it's good. So I'm past the heel on these, just onto the leg. I'll do another few inches of leg, and then the cuff on those, and they'll be done. So I don't think I'm going to cast any more socks on at the moment, because the next couple of pairs of socks I've got my eyes on are patterned. So I can only cope with one pattern at a time, really. What I do sometimes do is have a patterned sock on the go and a vanilla sock, so that when I just want to do vanilla in front of the TV in the evenings when I'm tired, I can do that without having to think too much. I did print off, or I bought and printed off the new pattern by Daisy Stitches yesterday. It's called the Cottontail Socks, I think. I really like the look of that pattern. I printed it off, had a read of the pattern, and then I was a bit like, oh my god, I'm never going to manage this. And then I gave myself a talking to, and I said, you can do it. It would just require a lot of concentration, paying attention. It's a really beautiful pattern. I'll try and put a picture in if I can. If not, you've probably seen the pattern, it's been all over Instagram this week. It's a beautiful pattern, and she's got 20% off it until tonight, I think. So yeah, that is my plans. In the meantime, finish these socks. I also dug out all of my DK yarns. I've been meaning to do this for a couple of years anyway, because I don't use them anymore. A lot of us started off making crochet blankets with the Stylecraft and the New Fashion DK, but I'm not really doing that so much anymore, so I wanted to use up the yarn. I'm not going to use it for anything else, so I just thought I'll make a giant granny blanket using all the wools, and I'll use a blanket, and I'll also get the wool out of the storage space that it's in. So I dug all that out yesterday. I have put it into a big basket that usually houses rolled up blankets, all my homemade blankets. I keep it down in front of the fire or beside the fire, and I just think it looks really nice and welcoming and cosy, and that if you're chilly you can go and grab a blanket. So I got all my wools together, laid them all out on the floor just to see what the colours looked like, and I had to veto a couple of colours. There was a really fluorescent orange, there was a, I don't even know how you get fluorescent red, but it was almost fluorescent red, and a couple of browns and some really dark greens. So I put those aside because I didn't want them in the blanket. I think they would have spoiled it. And I wasn't sure. Sometimes you make a project and you think, oh, I love the colours, but because these weren't curated specifically to make a blanket, they were just what I had, I'm not sure I'm going to love it. So I started a granny striped blanket last night, and the jury is still out at the moment. I'm just going to keep going. I did say to myself, if in a few days I really don't like it, let's just stop and we'll just put the yarn in the charity shop or something. But then again, I don't want to get rid of the yarn, because one day I might want to make something and I'll kick myself if I've thrown the yarn out. So here is what I got done last night. I don't hate it. I do quite like it actually. I have been trying to choose colours in order of what, you know, what goes next, what will go next nicely. Just got my little ducky holding my stitch at the moment because that's where I stopped. So I'm ready to add the next colour. I think that might be, I might go white next. So yeah, I don't hate it, which is a good thing. And if I have a giant blanket out, it'll definitely get used. So I've made this, oh, it's exactly my wingspan. I have a couple of other blankets, like the one behind me here, which is literally just, it's probably about that size, I think, and it's not quite square, but it's not, like I couldn't have it on my legs and pulled up to here. So if I'm going to continue with this one, it's going to be big enough to cover me, I think, because sometimes you just need that. So I did all of this last night from about, I don't know, 6 o'clock onwards maybe. And the rows, I mean, that's it folded in half. So I didn't time how long a row takes, but it does take a while. So I can crochet really fast and not really have to look either. So on the nights when I am so tired but I want to do something, this is going to be what I'm going to do. And as always, when you start a new project, and especially something like this, I don't know about you, but I just don't want to stop. I want to keep going to see what the next colour looks like, and then the next colour and the next colour. So I've got a feeling that I'm going to work on this a lot today. I quite like it actually. It's kind of weird because last night, obviously, as it got darker, you can't really tell the colours properly, you can't see them properly or how they'll go. So I was looking forward to seeing it in daylight. But yeah, I quite like it actually. If there are some colours in the basket that are quite dark, like the red, I'm not, you know, if I put it in and I don't like it, I will rip it back out and not add it in. But I didn't want to veto too many because I have, like, this one's got the darker red in it as well, and I love this one. These are cactus inspired colours, and I've got a couple of others as well, and sometimes just having a different dark pop of colour actually works. So just going to add them in, see how they look. So yeah, I'm just doing a single row of each colour. This one is 2 rows of each colour. Don't think I've done one with just a single row before, so I wanted to do something a little bit different. I went straight on to Attic 24 because that's just where you go for crochet, isn't it? She had quite a few different crochet blankets. I had a look through them and I just decided I just wanted to do a granny stripe, simple granny stripe, which, as I said, I can practically do it with my eyes shut. I didn't really want to be learning something new, and I know that I can always pick this up and not have to look at the pattern at all, even if I don't do it for 6 months. But yeah, if you're looking for a crochet blanket pattern, there's quite a few nice ones there actually. So yeah, I just used her method. So I did the chain, and then I think I chained 150. And you've seen what size that gives me, and I'm using got my little pouchy here, which has all my stuff in it, and I'm just using, like, I do make these, I'm not making these at the moment. I know Sharon has been showing hers a lot and I've had so many messages about them. These are really time consuming. They are, as you can imagine, there's a lot to them. I don't have the headspace to be making these at the moment. There's just so much going on. School's going back on the 15th of March, forgot to tell you. Next Monday, we've only got a week to go. Can't wait. The only annoying thing is they're only back for 2 weeks, and then it's 2 weeks Easter holidays. That's a bit annoying. Oh, I'm getting sidetracked, aren't I? So I'm using this hook, which I made myself. It's a 3.5mm. I made this on a yarn retreat actually. I went on a yarn retreat to Lyme Regis with Devon Sun Yarns, and it is one of my most happiest memories, that yarn retreat. I actually went on 2, and they're both like happiest memories. Lyme Regis is just, oh, dreamy, beautiful, right up my street. So I made this. I was aiming for Cath Kids in floral kind of colours. Didn't quite come out like that at all, but I love it. I love the fact I made it. It's actually really comfy. The workshop that we made these in was actually run by Beth, who is, I'm going to get this wrong, I think she's called Koruclay or Koruclay or something. She makes beautiful crochet hooks and stitch markers, all using the polymer clay, or femur, or whatever you call it. Femur, that's a bone. Fimo. Yeah, that was a lot of waffle just to talk about my crochet hook. So I think I might try and make these again in the future, but I don't know when. Please don't ask me to do custom orders right now, because I'm not taking custom orders on. All of that to say, this is the hook I'm using for my blanket. So yeah, that's just going to sit at my feet, I think, and I'm going to reach for that all the time at the moment. Some of the colours that I've just got sitting on the top are just really lovely. So this is a mixture of Stylecraft Special DK and New Fashion DK. The Stylecraft has got a sheen to it, and it's very, very soft. The New Fashion doesn't have a sheen to it, but it's also very, very soft. I actually am not always that keen on the Stylecraft sheen, and I've seen Stylecraft big blankets before, and I find that the weight of them, I don't know if the yarn, it just makes them so heavy and they droop so much, whereas I don't find that with the New Fashion DK, which I've used for this one. It's just soft, and I don't find it too bobbly or anything like that, and it's really quite lightweight. So I'm just using a mixture of both because I have them both. I don't think I'm going to notice in the blanket which is which. So yeah, I'm just using odds and ends. So yeah, that was what I had to show you. I'm going to tell you as well that there's a new mystery box coming. As I said, I'm working on the current one, which is a sea themed one, which is ready to go out by the end of the week, I hope, I think. So the next one's going to go on sale on Tuesday night, which is this is the 7th, Tuesday will be the 9th of March. So it's going to go on my Etsy shop at 7 PM on Tuesday the 9th of March. The theme for the next one is houseplants. Don't know about you, but I've turned into a right houseplant lady over lockdown. I think it might be an age thing as well. I don't know. But it's just been nice to have something to nurture over the winter as well. I did put up a load of my houseplants last week. I might have said this already in last week's vlog, I cannot remember. Just needed to put on a lot of stuff, you know, move to bigger pots. I separated my Easter and my Christmas cactus. They were in the same pot. So my Easter cactus now has some buds on it, which is exciting. None of my little propagated cactus plants have any buds. I don't know if they're too young. Maybe they're all Christmas ones, I don't know. I think it's kind of quite nice that I don't know what they are, and then one day they'll get buds on them either around Christmas or Easter, and then I'll know. I'm going to try and remember to put some plant markers in the pots though to tell me which ones are which. Obviously I know which one was the Christmas one because that just flowered, and I know which one's the Easter one. But will I remember? That's why I want to put some markers in the pots. So yeah, I think that is all my news. I had a really good response to the last video, which was the week in the life kind of thing. You seem to enjoy that. Hopefully over the next few months, might do a bit more exciting things in life. I did get an email this week saying that they hoped that Palace volunteers might get back before the end of April. Oh, that made me so happy. For those of you that don't know, I volunteer with the National Trust for Scotland in the gardens of Auckland Palace, which is a palace nearby. Beautiful, I love it. Do go and look back at some of my vlogs from the previous June, not last year obviously because we were still in lockdown, but the year before. I think I did June vlogs. You'll see the palace gardens and the orchard in June, and it's just, it's my happy place. I love it. Something that has kept me going this year is the thought that maybe in June this year I could be back having my lunch in the orchard in the summer. That would be so nice. I missed it all last year. The orchard turns into a wildflower meadow. I missed it all because we weren't allowed in. And by the time we went back in the autumn, it had all been mown short. Oh, so sad to have missed it. But it may be an option this year, so that would be really good. I have got a birthday this week coming up. It's my birthday on Thursday. It's a pretty big one. I'm in a bit of denial about it, but I'm going to face up to it. So yeah, it's going to be a quiet one, but I'm not the sort of person for parties and big get-togethers anyway, so it would have been quiet anyway. The only difference might have been that I may have gone for a meal somewhere, but I'm going to have a takeaway anyway, and I probably would have met a friend for tea and cake or something in a cafe maybe, but I'm sure there'll be plenty of cake at home. So yeah, it's not really going to feel that different actually, having a lockdown birthday. Weird, I've seen lots of people talking about their lockdown birthdays, and now I'm having one, but I'm such a homebody and introvert anyway that it doesn't bother me in the slightest. But yeah, that's my week. I will catch up with you again soon, no doubt. Have a good week. I know the English schools that are going back tomorrow on the 8th. Oh, I'm so happy for you all. And I think I'm just going to try and enjoy this last week with Joshua, although on saying that, it's only 2 weeks and then it's Easter holidays anyway, so just hope that it all goes smoothly and that schools are not off again for coronavirus. It's going to be, after the Easter holidays, it's going to be his final term at primary school, so I hope there are no disruptions to that. Anyway, I am itching to get on with this, dying to get on with the new colour, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to get the vlog up early this time. Last weekend the vlog was a nightmare. It wasn't last weekend, was it? It was the week before. I keep saying last week. It's been 2 weeks since I did that vlog. The vlog being an hour long last time took me such a long time to upload. I've also had to downgrade my broadband as well, so it was a nightmare uploading. I have talked for such a long time in this video though, so I hope this one's not going to be too bad either. So I'm going to sign off now, and I will see you all soon. So don't forget, Tuesday 7 PM if you'd like the next box. I kind of work into about 4 or 5 weeks time scale at the moment. So you buy it this week and it'll be 4 or 5 weeks before it comes out to you. Hopefully less. I'm just kind of erring on the side of caution for any delays in me making the stuff. But yeah, 4 or 5 weeks and the boxes should be going out. I have been wondering whether you would like to know who the yarn dyer is before you buy the boxes. Let me know what you think. Probably not going to announce it this time, but just for future, if you have bought a box before, or if you've thought about buying a box before, would you like to know who the yarn dyer is in advance? Would that influence your decision on whether to buy or not? Or would you just like to know these things? Anyway, I am going to go this time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!